Hi, Sarah. Do you have a few minutes? I need some help with scheduling. I am trying to organize a conference call for next week, and it is proving to be very complicated.
Hi, Mark. Of course, I can help. What is the problem? Is it with finding a free time in everyone's calendar?
That is part of the problem, but the main difficulty is the location of the participants. The call needs to include our team here in Vienna, the project manager in Tokyo, and the lead developer in Los Angeles.
Vienna, Tokyo, and Los Angeles. Wow, that is a difficult combination. Those three cities are in completely different parts of the world. The time zones are going to be a real challenge.
Exactly. My brain starts to hurt every time I try to calculate the time differences. I was hoping you could help me. You are always so good with organizing these international meetings.
I am happy to help. It is a puzzle, but we can solve it together. Let me just open the world clock on my computer. It helps to visualize the different times. Okay, so first, let's establish our own time. Here in Vienna, it is currently about 2 o'clock in the afternoon on Friday.
Correct. And we are in the Central European Summer Time Zone, which is CEST.
Yes, our time zone is currently UTC plus 2. UTC stands for Coordinated Universal Time. It is the standard time that the world uses, so we are 2 hours ahead of UTC.
Okay, that part is easy. Now let's look at Tokyo. Are they ahead of us or behind us? I can never remember which direction is which.
That is a common point of confusion. The easiest way to remember is to think of the sun rising in the east, so places to the east of us are ahead in time. Tokyo is in the east, so they are ahead of us.
East is ahead in time. Right, that is a good way to remember it. So how many hours ahead is Tokyo?
Tokyo's time zone is Japan's Standard Time, which is UTC plus 9. So we are at UTC plus 2, and they are at UTC plus 9. The difference is 7 hours. Tokyo is 7 hours ahead of us here in Vienna.
7 hours ahead. So, if it is 2 p.m. here right now, we add 7 hours to find the time in Tokyo. That means it is 9 p.m. in Tokyo right now?
Exactly. You see, you have got it. It is 9 p.m. on Friday evening for our colleague in Japan. He is probably finishing his work week or having dinner right now.
Okay. Understanding the difference is the first step. Now we have to find a good time for a 1-hour meeting next week, maybe on Wednesday.
Let's try to find a time. A normal meeting time for us is in the morning, for example, at 10 a.m. If we have the meeting at 10 a.m. Vienna time, what time would it be in Tokyo?
Okay, let me calculate. 10 a.m. here, and Tokyo is 7 hours ahead. So 10 plus 7 is 17. That would be 5 p.m. in Tokyo.
5 p.m.? That is not too bad. It is the end of their workday, but it is still a possible time for a meeting. It is probably better than asking them to join a call at 8 p.m., for example.
I agree.
5 p.m. is manageable. So 10 a.m. Vienna time works for Vienna and for Tokyo. That is great. But now we have to add the third location, Los Angeles.
Yes, and this is where it will get difficult. Los Angeles is in the west, in California. So, are they ahead of us or behind us in time?
Based on your rule, the sun rises in the east and sets in the west. So, places in the west must be behind us in time.
Perfect. Los Angeles is behind us. Now we need to find the time difference. Los Angeles is on Pacific Daylight Time, which is PDT. Their time zone is UTC -7.
UTC -7, and we are UTC +2. So the difference is 9 hours? That sounds like a lot.
It is a lot. The total difference between Vienna and Los Angeles is 9 hours. So when we are starting our workday, they are still in the middle of the night.
Okay, so let's try our proposed meeting time. If we have the meeting at 10 a.m. here in Vienna, we have to subtract 9 hours to find the time in Los Angeles.
That is correct. So what is 10 a.m. minus 9 hours?
10 a.m. minus 9 hours would be 1 a.m. in the morning in Los Angeles.
Exactly, 1 a.m. So, we cannot possibly ask our lead developer to join a conference call at 1 o'clock in the morning. That is completely unreasonable.
No, absolutely not. So, our initial idea of 10 a.m. Vienna time is a failure. It works for Vienna and Tokyo, but it is impossible for Los Angeles.
This is the classic problem of scheduling a meeting across Europe, Asia, and North America. It is almost impossible to find a time that is convenient for everyone. Someone always has to have the meeting at a very early or a very late time.
So, what do? We need to find a different time. We need a time that is later for us, so it can be earlier for them in Los Angeles.
Yes, let's try a time in our afternoon. A later time for us will be a very late time for Tokyo, but it will be an earlier time in the morning for Los Angeles. It is a balancing act.
Okay, let's try 3 p.m. Vienna time. That is a common time for us to have calls with the United States. What would 3 p.m. here be in the other locations?
Okay, let's do the math. 3 p.m. in Vienna. For Tokyo, we add 7 hours. So 3 p.m. plus 7 hours is 10 p.m.
10 p.m. in Tokyo. That is very late for a work meeting. I do not think our project manager in Japan would be very happy with that.
I agree. 10 p.m. is probably too late. Now for Los Angeles. We are at 3 p.m. and they are 9 hours behind us. So 3 p.m. minus 9 hours is...
Let's see. 3 p.m. is 15. 15 minus 9 is 6. So it would be 6 a.m. in Los Angeles.
6 a.m. That is very early, but it is probably more possible than 1 a.m. Some people start their workday very early. but it is still not a good time.
So 3 p.m. Vienna time is too late for Tokyo and too early for Los Angeles. This is really difficult. We are trying to find a magic window of time that just does not exist.
The window is very, very small, if it exists at all. Let's try one more time. What if we push it even later for us, to the very end of our workday? Let's say 5 p.m. Vienna time.
5 p.m. Vienna time. That is 1700 hours. Okay. For Tokyo, we add 7 hours. 17 plus 7 is 24. That is midnight in Tokyo. Now, that is definitely not possible.
You are right. Midnight is out of the question. What about Los Angeles? 5 p.m. here, minus 9 hours. 17 minus 9 is 8, so it would be 8 a.m. in Los Angeles.
8 a.m. is a perfect time for them. It is the very beginning of their workday. So 5 p.m. Vienna time is great for us and great for Los Angeles, but it is impossible for Tokyo.
It seems that a live meeting with all 3 locations at the same time is not a realistic option. We are not going to find a time that works for everyone. We need to think of an alternative solution.
What kind of alternative? The meeting is very important. We need everyone's input on the project.
I agree, but maybe we do not all need to be on the same call at the same time. We could have 2 separate meetings. We could have one call with Tokyo in our morning and a separate call with Los Angeles in our afternoon.
2 separate calls. That is a good idea. It means more work for us here in Vienna, but it is much more respectful of our colleagues' time zones. That is a very professional solution.
Another option is to propose 2 possible times for one meeting. We could propose our 10 a.m. Vienna time, which works for us and Tokyo. And we could propose our 5 p.m. Vienna time, which works for us and Los Angeles. We can let the team vote on which time is better, and maybe one person will agree to an inconvenient time.
I like that idea even better. It still gives us a chance to have everyone on the same call. We can present the options and explain the difficulty. It shows that we have thought about the problem carefully.
Exactly. It is a collaborative way to solve the problem. I will draft an email to the whole team. I will include a link to a world clock website so everyone can see the time differences clearly.
That would be a huge help. In the email, you can explain that we are proposing 2 slots to find the least bad time for everyone. Option A is 10 a.m. Vienna time. Option B is 5 p.m. Vienna time.
Perfect. I will write that email right now and send it to you to review before I send it to the team. This is the reality of working in a global company. You spend a lot of time just trying to schedule the conversation.
You are right. Thank you so much for your help, Sarah. Your logical approach made this so much easier to understand. I feel much more confident about finding a solution now.